How's everyone doing? This is December the 29th, 2020, and I am here with a very special guest, Valerieann Foley. Now, Valerie is in Vancouver, and yesterday or the day before, I can't really remember when, but a few days ago, she was brutally attacked by BC transit officers for not wearing a face mask. Now, she legitimately can't wear a face mask. This is not her trying to pull a Arana Nation like me. I'll pull whatever I can to not wear this mask. It's a virus that kills less than 1% of people who get it, 99% survival rate. There are actually studies out there that say if you wear the same mask twice, it's worse than not wearing it before. Japan never had a lockdown and they're doing fine. She legitimately can't wear the mask, and she has doctor's notes proving this. Many illegal things happened. First, the BC transit officer asked her to prove this, which is wrong. You are not allowed to ask someone to prove any medical thing. And then he's saying that she needs to come off the train and find her way back to her car, which was in Richmond, I believe.
That's correct.
Yes, we'll show some of the video, but Valerieann, I'm so glad you decided to come on Arana Nation. I want you to tell your side of the story. I understand that he cracked your rib.
He cracked my front ribs and back ribs. Yeah.
You're serious? Like, you know it's cracked.
Like, I was hospitalized. I have footage of me in the hospital.
And take your time. Take your time. I understand. I want to say, yeah.
Every single thing that officer did was illegal. The minute I told him I am medically exempt, he should have walked away. That's the law. The minute somebody divulges that information to I'm medically exempt, you need to take them at their word and walk away. But what he chose to do was harass me, as in the video you see. He's harassing me for another 5 minutes, telling me that it's illegal for me to be on the Skytrain when, no, it's not illegal. I have just as much right to ride that Skytrain as anybody else.
And it's a public Skytrain, right? Is it paid for by the taxpayers, right?
Yeah, and he tried to force me to wear a mask or tell me, you see on the video, he tried to tell me that I have to cover my face. And I said, no, I need healthy air exchange. Like, I am medically exempt.
Truly medically. I mean, I've actually seen the. I've seen the documents. I've seen it. You truly are. And I remember, I recall the BC health official saying in one of her clips on the news channels that if someone is medically exempt, we should show something called compassion. I remember her saying something like that. So for a woman, is that the paper?
Sorry, for a woman what?
No, for a woman who is...
There's my doctor's note right there.
Yeah?
There is my transit.
And that's transit pass, that's all of that. Okay. And that's from... I have
to carry this with me everywhere I go for my own safety and my own protection.
Right.
What kind of world are we living in where I need to carry this?
Well, yeah, I remember the chief medical officer of British Columbia saying, well, we need to show something called compassion when somebody has a health condition. Not bashing their ribs, bashing both of their ribs. I mean, look, if they're so worried about safety, why are they bashing up your ribs?
And I'm sorry, I'm trying to walk up my stairs right now because my knee, since he attacked me, I've been having crazy problems with my knee. I'm going for a CT scan this week.
Yeah.
Because I may potentially need knee surgery again.
Well, when you sit down, I'm going to show...
beating on me and slamming me against a wall.
So he slammed you against the wall?
He slammed me against the wall twice.
A woman? A man doing this to a woman?
A male officer, yeah.
Okay, when you sit down, I want to show some of this video to the people.
Okay.
Do you have legal assistance at the moment?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I have legal representation.
Okay. And do you have any idea of what you plan to do about this in the future?
Oh, I'm suing TransLink. 100%.
Okay. Well, if you need any assistance from Arana Nation, we'll give it to you. We'll
Thank
give
you.
it to you. If we have to make a GoFundMe, I don't care what we have to do. This is ridiculous. Let's see this video here now. Let's see this video.
Well, then I guess you're going to have to find me because I have a medical exemption. So, and you're discriminating against me. I'm not causing any harm. I walked on and you chased up to me and told me that I have to wear a mask when I don't have to wear one. I cannot wear a mask. Okay? I cannot wear a mask. And I'm just heading home to Richmond where my car is. Unfortunately, I have to ask you out to leave. I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I am not leaving. I have no.
Okay, so yeah, your car was in Richmond, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you notice, that officer was putting gloves on to handle me.
Right. Now, I'm not so familiar with Vancouver area. How far is Vancouver from Richmond?
Far. It's about a 45-minute drive. And I just do not drive Vancouver at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I Skytrain. Right. So it's about 40, I would say 45 minutes.
Okay, so it'd probably be like from Toronto to maybe Hamilton, maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Something like that, right? Like it's like different cities. So
yeah. Okay, let's continue here. I may even skip it. And if at any time you want me to stop, if it's getting too much for you, just let me know. I want you to be okay. Just.
My car is in Richmond. I'm not causing any trouble. I'm just sitting here. So, no, I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving.
So how are you going to get to your car?
I have a medical exemption. I have my card.
So he says it's no longer relevant. What do you know about that?
Okay, what I know is that BC Transit is no longer validating these cards that they handed out to people like myself that are medically exempt.
Mm-hmm.
But what people need to understand is that a human being like myself, there is no expiry date on somebody's medical exemption. Okay, if we are medically exempt, we are medically exempt for life.
For life, yeah, exactly.
Like I'm sorry, and even here, if you look on the card, there is no expiry date whatsoever. Because they know that a human being's medical exemption doesn't expire. There's no expiry date.
You don't need to explain that to me. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. Yeah. But I have whatever it is. I mean, this is something that you live with forever. We're supposed to be compassionate to you. I don't understand. And by the way, this.
That's what I don't understand, right? Can I just say this for one moment?
Ahead.
People who are wearing the masks, ridiculously, I'm sorry, are wearing it to protect people like myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not the point of them wearing the mask, to protect people like myself who can't wear them? But yet they're angry at me and they show hatred and are evil and cruel and mean to me.
Let's hang on for a second. I do recall watching this video. There were some people who were saying, get off. So I do believe there are some people who have common sense out there. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to skip over a little bit. Okay. I want to get to the arrest.
Oh my God, that...
Okay, so just keep in mind, and by the way, this card that you were given, this was given by the transit, not by
transit.
It wasn't like some hugs over mask or anything like that. It was transit.
This is legitimately a TransLink exemption card.
Okay, TransLink. I see it right there on the bottom.
No
right.
Expiry date, no nothing, and I'll even pull it out just for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
See that? No expiry date whatsoever.
So this is something given to you basically by a government authority. because the BC
by TransLink themselves.
Right, and that's an arm of the government. So let's continue on to the arrest here.
For taking a Skytrain home to see my child.
So he's just talking.
Do not touch me. You do not touch. You do not. You're a male officer. You do not put your hands on me. Do you understand? You're a male officer.
Right there, he was giving me body shots to the rib.
Really?
You're a male officer. Get your hands off me. What the
And the passengers are saying, "Get off."
Hear the passenger yelling at him to leave me alone, get off me, because he was punching me in my ribs.
And he was punching you in your rib?
Punching me right in my ribs, right in my front, in my ribs. And my back.
So whatever happened to 6 feet? Whatever happened to 2 meters?
I'm a female. Back up.
You are under arrest.
No, I'm not under arrest. This is a medical exemption card, sir. I have a legal one at home from my doctor.
What happened to 2 meters, officer?
He wasn't respecting my social distancing, and I stated that right away.
Get your hands off me!
Yes, please.
So there, he threw me against the wall, and he was hitting me against the wall, giving me body
He's saying that
shots.
you assaulted him. What, I mean...
No, what I did, what any woman on this earth would do was just try to, like...
You were trying to get away, right?
Right.
Well, what it is, with human, and I'm speaking from experience, I'm not going to get into it. Human instinct. This is ancient human animalistic instinct. When you are threatened, your first instinct is to fight or flight. And
exactly. And
this is not a case of some train hijacking. This is not some robbery. This is not some rape or thing. We're talking about a woman who has a legitimate medical condition in the province of British Columbia, Vancouver, just trying to get home, not bothering anyone, away from everybody, distance from everybody, and some fool comes along and wants to bust up her ribs and assault her like some pimp assaulting some woman because she can't wear a mask. Well, I'll tell you something, ma'am. I'll tell you. You know something, I'm not trying to upset you or anything, but, and I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm not here to talk about what you did or whatever, but
I defended my life.
You are worried for your life. You don't know what's happening. You are
in a gun, okay? Like, he was so wild and beating me so bad that not one single person stepped in to help me.
Well, yeah,
but you know what? I'm glad that nobody, because I could not stand the thought of anybody else getting beat or shot or anything. You know what I mean? Like, this cop went rogue. He was wild, and
there's only...
And you know what's crazy and sickening to me is the fact that while he's beating me, throwing me against a wall, he is so calm. Like, that is a sociopath. Somebody that can keep their calm and their cool while they are physically assaulting a human being. There is something so wrong with that human being. Like, he is a legitimate sociopath. He is a disgrace to the force, and he needs to be stripped of his badge immediately. Same with Bonnie Henry, Mike Farnsworth, John Horgan. All three of them are just as guilty as that officer who literally kicked the crap out of me.
You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to call on this program right now with you here. You don't have to say anything. I'm tempted to call BC Transit and ask them, why is it that you guys are teasing people with medical exemption cards only to take them away when you know that medical exemptions don't expire? I think, would you be okay if I did that, or do you not want me to? Would you be okay?
I mean, I have, you know what's really sickening is I'll send it to you privately, but it's on my wall. I called TransLink. Okay, and I said, how do you expect people with medical exemptions to take the Skytrain? And they said, well, a bus driver can't refuse you service, but I can't guarantee your safety from the transit police.
Okay, I really do want to call them.
I have that on video, a 4-minute phone call with TransLink. And I explained to the woman, I said, listen, I was brutally and viciously assaulted on your TransLink, and nothing.
Okay, let me just, I'm going to walk with you here. I'm going to grab a phone. Won't be long. I want to call them and ask them. I won't be bad. I won't do anything, but this is ridiculous. I feel that you were teased into thinking that you were protected only to have this happen to you. And I don't think that's right. So let's see what they have to say. It's BC. Now, it's TransLink, right?
Yeah, it depends what number you're calling. So there's a 604-953-3333 number, or there's a 515-8300 number.
Okay, which one do you think I should call?
Well, it depends on what you're calling for.
Well, I'd like to call them to ask them, basically, why, okay, you have people who were originally given these medical exemption cards.
I would call the 515 number.
Okay.
604-515-8300.
604-515-8300.
8300. Yeah, 8300.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I've never heard of. Okay, so yeah, the phone is the phone needs to be that phone needs charging. So
okay,
I'm gonna hang on 1 second.
I'll send you the 4-minute video that I have of me having a conversation with TransLink where she said, I can't guarantee your safety. I can't tell you what's going to happen.
Do you have that recording on you right now at the moment?
It's my sister. She's so sweet. She just brought me fresh water.
Oh, hello there. Hello. I'm glad that you're taking care of it. Do you have that recording though on you?
Hmm?
Can you play it right now?
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I recorded it.
Okay.
Because this phone, I apologize, you guys. Transit police screwed up
Well,
this phone.
transit police, don't they work for the TransLink?
Yeah.
So why?
I cannot believe, you guys. I can't believe that my 11-minute video is still on my phone.
Yeah. Well, I think we managed to
shocked.
see the worst parts of it. I mean...
Oh, it must be on the phone that I'm on now.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You know what?
Oh, but listen to this, you guys. This is me. Well, I was handcuffed to a railing. Listen to TransLink's own PA system and announcement. It's about 3 minutes long.
I can't hear anything.
No, you'll hear it because I'm crying. Oh, hold on. And you'll hear TransLink's. Oh, sorry, guys.
No,
I'm
it's
so
fine.
Sorry.
It's all good. We're a very patient group here at Arana Nation.
Thank you, you guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Do you hear it now?
Yeah. I can barely hear it.
What did I just hear? Unless you qualify for an exemption, right? That's me.
There you go.
So while I was handcuffed...
So it said that unless you require a exemption, so if you require an exemption, you don't need it.
No, so yeah, this is what it said. So after I was beat, legally arrested and handcuffed to a railing, well, I was handcuffed, you guys. Transit's own PA system says masks are mandatory unless you qualify for an exemption. Well, folks, here we go. My doctor, I am legitimately medically exempt from wearing a mask. So I had the shit kicked out of me. Pardon me for swearing. I don't normally swear.
It's okay.
I had the crap kicked out of me. I was illegally handcuffed to a railing where 2 police officers had to come escort me because I couldn't stand or walk because that officer beat me so bad. They had to help walk me to an elevator where I was then held captive in the back of a police car while handcuffed for 20 minutes, waited for 2 more police officers to come, a female and a male, who body searched me, went through my purse, my personal belongings, then transported me to another vehicle where I waited another 20, 30 minutes, where then they transported me to some dark garage in Vancouver somewhere. I'm a Richmond girl, so I don't know Vancouver very well. Where then they told me they needed to take my photo, handcuff me, fingerprint me, and then I don't know what happened, but I was sitting there for 30 minutes, and then they came out and said, we need to seize your phone. Now, what I need your viewers and people to understand is I am a PWD.
What does that mean?
It's a persons with disability. I have severe nerve damage in my neck and my back from an MVA. I had just had double knee surgery last year on my knees that I'm still recovering from and healing from. I do have learning disabilities. I am openly telling people I am dyslexic, so reading is very, very challenging and difficult for me, right? So the police coerced me into signing something that I couldn't read or understand what I was signing after they stole my phone. And I have a respite worker for myself to help me. She helps me get dressed and undressed at the pool and helps me through, daily things.
So you're saying that you have like mental stuff, right?
I
Okay,
am
I'll tell you.
I'm dyslexic. It is very, very hard for me to read and understand.
I do.
Yeah, I'm a PWD. Yeah.
I do too. And that's the first time I'm ever admitting that to anybody. I'm just saying that because I want you to know that I understand where you're coming from. And I'm not tearing up because I'm weak or anything. I'm tearing up because I'm pissed. And you know something? Man, if I was there, I don't know. So let's simplify what's happened here.
Yeah.
You have a woman here who has issues, can't wear the mask. The doctor says she can't wear a mask. The transit people said that she couldn't wear the mask. And some officer, some fool comes up and has nothing better to do but harass this woman and say, hey, get off this bus if you're not going to wear a mask. Get off! Get off! Get your sorry ass off this bus with your dyslexia and all that. Get out of here! And she's saying, sir, this is your employer is telling me I can't wear this. And my doctor, a doctor who is certified by the government of Canada and British Columbia, saying I can't wear this. And he's now trying to pop some fresh one. Oh, that doesn't mean a damn thing. Get out of here.
Yeah.
She doesn't get off, stands her ground, rightfully so, and she gets punched, ribs broken, and thrown up against the wall like some criminal. I haven't even seen criminals in this country get treated like this. I've seen rapists and murderers and all kind of people who, when the police deal with them in Canada, oh, come in the car, oh, get in the car, we'll be good. You busted up against the wall, broken up ribs, not because you don't want to wear a mask, but because you can't wear a mask. You can't. I mean, you're treated worse. You're treated worse than Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein 2 days after September 11, 2001. You're treated worse than Adolf Hitler after the fall of Berlin by the Soviet Union. I mean, what?
I know.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
I'm sorry, and
No.
I'm not trying to play the woman card.
No, you know what? Play the woman card.
Male, any male out there, don't you dare ever think it's okay for 1 second to touch a female like that. Put your
No,
hands
it's
on a
not. And
female
I
like
say
that.
you play that card.
Punch a female, slam a female against the wall twice.
Listen, I don't think it's not even. It's
body shots.
They don't even allow that to happen for male police officers. If a woman, let's say a woman is going into a store and she robs some shampoo or something in her purse, if she were to be pushed and kicked like that, that would be unacceptable. I don't know where they don't be afraid to play the cards that you were given. You are a woman. You have mental and medical issues.
Yeah.
And
I'm 5'4". I'm short. If you saw me in life.
Yes, and it's I mean, okay, if you're gonna drag her off the train, drag her off the train. Don't punch her. I mean, I'll tell you, Valerie, and this is gonna be a stretch. I don't care. I don't believe even Rosa Parks herself was punched when she was being thrown off the bus. When she sat,
she's my hero.
When she sat in the front of the bus and the police came and said, "No black people are allowed in the front of the bus. Get out of here or we're going to arrest you." And she didn't leave. Even they didn't punch her. There's no record of Rosa Parks having her ribs punched and thrown up against the wall, not once but twice. Something is wrong with her.
I love her, though.
Something is wrong.
I love Rosa Parks.
You know what? Here's my announcement. I do too, and the same with
that woman owns my heart.
The same thing with Viola Desmond from Nova Scotia. They didn't punch. I mean, I think they may have dragged her, but I don't know if they punched her ribs.
I guarantee you, those POS cops back in the day probably, excuse my French, they probably kicked the shit out of that woman. What she did,
but I don't hear. But here's my thing. I don't think
to stand up.
I don't. There's no record of her being beaten. So you were treated even worse than she was. I mean, Canadian police officers. We're supposed to call them peace officers, not even police. They don't like police. They like peace. Does cracking ribs for a medical condition?
And they have guns. You realize that transit police have guns now, right? So Lee Ezra is responsible for hiring private companies to brutalize and assault its Canadian citizens, is what's happening.
And then on top of that, the TransLink people are saying, well, you can use that card that we gave you if you like, but we can't guarantee your safety. So that's almost like saying, this is what it's like. This is what it's similar to. Let's say, okay, the Prime Minister were to come out and say, well, you are protected by the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, but we can't guarantee your safety if the police decide they want to break the Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
I have a 4-minute video that would blow your mind. It's actually on this phone, I believe.
If you send it to me, I'll post it to the...
I will send it to you. It is... And you hear from beginning to end me speaking to a TransLink lady saying, I'm sorry, I can't guarantee what's going to happen. No,
do you have that recording on your phone? Oh, yeah, you said it's on.
We can't guarantee what's going to happen. Let's see if I can pull it up from my...
Right. I think you said it was on the phone that you're using now. So if it is, that's okay.
But I posted it live just to show people, to inform people. Like, I'm sorry, our corrupt government, this is real life. This is what's happening, guys, right?
All right. Well, take your time. You don't. If you can't find it, I will send you my email address. Send it to me, and I will post it. But here's what I'm going to announce to you. So I have a PayPal, and normally the money that goes into my PayPal goes to me. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this. For the next 2 months, any money I get from PayPal, I will give it to you.
Oh, you are so sweet. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm only on hold for about a minute. It's not very long.
Okay.
But listen to this woman. This is TransLink itself, you guys. 22nd of December 2020.
Okay, so this happened on the 22nd.
Yeah. And the day that I was assaulted was December 5th, and I still have bruises front and back. I have cracked ribs.
Okay, leave it right there.
I'm good. How are you? I'm good. So I'm just calling in requiring about something. I am medically exempt from wearing masks or face coverings of any kind. I have a letter from my doctor, and I'm just wondering, how is somebody supposed to take transit or Skytrain if you guys have now said that they're not valid anymore? They're not valid because of us. It's more of, the health officers, I guess you could say, that have put that in place. So we had those out, we were giving them out, and we're okay with the exemptions. However, they're sort of above us and said those are not valid anymore. What I would do is, if you're unable to wear a mask on a bus, still hold on to all your paperwork.
Okay.
Keep a mask on hand just in case. But the bus driver doesn't have the right to refuse you to get on the bus. So, and what about the Skytrain? Because I need to take the Skytrain to Vancouver next Sunday. I have some meetings I need to get to, and I need to make sure that I'm not going to be brutally assaulted like I was December 5th. Yeah, I mean, I can't guarantee what's going to happen in terms of everybody else, but
do you hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear
I
it.
can't guarantee what's going to happen in terms of anybody else.
If a transit officer or police officer questions you, you can show them the paperwork. I don't know if they're not going to write you a ticket though.
Okay, so she
And
said,
it goes on, and she says to me, even though I'm medically exempt, that my safety isn't guaranteed, and that they could write me a ticket for being legitimately medically exempt.
now she said, who did she say was above her? Did she say public health or?
Health officer. So that means Bonnie Henry, Mike Farnsworth, and John Horgan are just as guilty as that officer who.
But wait a minute, isn't the Skytrain, that's a government organization, isn't it?
Lee Ezra is in charge of hiring these private companies to kick the
Who's
crap
Lee Ezra? Can you tell our viewers who Lee Ezra is?
Lee Ezra is the one who is in charge of hiring security from private companies. This officer, Officer Peter Kwok, badge number 325, had no number on him. It was illegal for him to even be on the train without having his number visible for me to see. I mean, you guys, you have no idea how much trouble TransLink's in.
And by the way, there was another assault that happened in Newmarket in Upper Canada Mall. But the guy was Joshua Walker. I tried to invite him as well on Arana Nation.
Yeah.
His legal attorney, his legal aides, and his legal people advised him against it, and I want to respect his legal people. So, because this is a delicate situation. I believe that the establishment is doing everything it can to jack us up. So we have to be careful as well. But I really, really appreciate you telling your story to everybody. I mean, we've got a lot of people on it. I've got a lot of female viewers who are going to be outraged by this, to know that now it's okay to punch, kick, throw against wall ladies because of medical conditions. And for the government of BC to tease people, on the one hand saying, let's have compassion and we will give medical exemptions for our transit. But then we will also say that another branch of our government, the health officials, are going to have the ability to say, we're not going to care about that.
No. Let's make this very clear, you guys. I have on my phone the official new health order that came in, okay, you guys? And there are 8 exemptions in the brand new health order that was issued. after my assault, before my assault. Canada, because we are a sovereign country, right? Legally has to put exemptions in, otherwise we are a dictatorship, right? If there's no exemptions put in a health order, then that turns Canada into a dictatorship and no longer a sovereign country. No, we are a sovereign country. There are 8 exemptions in the brand new health order.
Right.
And they are being violated. Just people all over are being violated, discriminated against, like myself, traumatized and beat.
This is really, really affecting you. I mean,
I'd wake up in terror, in panic, in nightmare. Like, I wake up so freaking I don't really leave my house. My sister is now helping me go shopping because I don't want to deal with the bullying, the harassment, the stares, and trying to turn Canada, our beloved sovereign country, into a masked culture. Get the fuck out of here with that. That is disgusting.
Yeah, and I'll say it again.
I'm sorry for swearing, you guys.
No. I will take the heat.
I apologize.
Look,
but get
I
the
will
fuck
take
out of here with that.
It's okay. I will take the consequences from YouTube. I don't give a crap about what they can demonetize me all they want. I don't want their blood money. I'm gonna tell you, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is a virus that kills less than 1% of people who get it. 99.8%
people of all ages.
Of all ages.
Yep.
Pneumonia is more deadly. Japan never had any lockdowns or any mask mandates, and their population is doing just fine. Sweden, not Switzerland, Sweden. And Taiwan. There are studies out that say that wearing a mask more than once is more deadly than not having it at all. How are we going to know?
Oh, let me fill you in on this, okay? Do you know why children 12 years of age have medical exemptions that aren't supposed to wear a mask? Because masks can cause irreversible brain damage in children, and the government knows it, and that is why they had to put those medical exemptions in the health order, because they know how harmful it is. Do you know why they want everybody to wear a mask? So people will be sick.
Yeah.
It will keep people sick. People need healthy air exchange, okay? Breathing in your own carbon dioxide is not okay. That is not what anybody needs. It can cause nausea, facial staph infections, bacterial pneumonias. People have no idea. Are you aware? People say, "Oh, well, why don't doctors wear masks?" Okay, listen to me, you guys. OSHA, okay? They are air quality control and mask experts. Do you realize that they need to go in and test doctors to make sure that they are physically fit? They are well enough to even wear a mask long enough to do procedures and surgeries.
Yeah.
People
OSHA.
don't even realize that. No, you do not just tell the average person slap on a mask without knowing their history, their health. What they're doing is causing so much harm, and it is a disgrace that this is happening in our beloved sovereign country.
I know you don't have a lot of time left, but I just want to say this. I mean, I'm never going to give up on my country, but these days it's getting a bit tempting, but I'm still never going to give up. This is my country. I was born here, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, January 17, 1993. I love my country. I mean, people.
I do too.
Some people sometimes say that I'm too harsh. Listen, if I was too harsh, I wouldn't. I mean, I have dual citizenship. I don't have to live in Canada. I could be in Florida, where there is no mask mandate, where there are no lockdowns. And, I have family in Florida. I could go there now. I'll never give up on this country. But I'm going to fight the tyranny. We have to do it smart. We have to do it smarter. We have to, I understand police and all that stuff. They have a job to do, but a woman who literally can't wear a mask does not deserve to have her ribs punched in. If I am willing to accept the fact that police and all these officers have jobs to do, which I understand, you must accept that people just can't wear your mask. They just can't do it. And if they can't, please don't punch in their ribs. Please don't hit them against the wall. Please don't have them in jail. How long were you in jail, by the way?
So I can't tell you because it happened in sections. So
did you see a judge?
I was handcuffed to a railing for about 20 minutes, but I couldn't stand. I had two police officers escort me and help me walk to an elevator where I was sat. They put me in the back of a police car, still handcuffed, for another 20-30 minutes. Then two more officers came, a male and female, that body searched me and then transported me from that vehicle to a different vehicle where I sat another 20-30 minutes. And then from there, we went to a garage in Vancouver somewhere. I do not know Vancouver well, where I sat there for about another 20-30 minutes. And they told me they need to seize my phone, that there's evidence on there. And then from there, they drove me to Lansdowne Skytrain, where my car was parked, and coerced me into signing something that I can't read. I just could not read and understand what I was signing. And then they let me go.
And you didn't see a judge or anything. Do you have a court date by any chance?
Oh, yeah. And listen to this, you guys, okay? The officer who kicked the crap out of me ended up charging me with assault for defending my life.
How did he say this?
How did he? COVID charge. Yeah, I got a breaking COVID charge and an assault charge.
And do you have a court date for these?
February 25th and March 1st. Yeah, Vancouver, BC. Yeah. So, I mean, this is such a disgrace. I can't even, I'm going to break down and start crying.
No, it's okay. You cry if you need to. It's okay. You saw me cry, and listen, I hate crying in public. I hate it. I don't like talking about personal.
I'm an ugly crier.
No, well, you know what? I mean, I don't think anybody's really beautiful when they cry. Yeah. It's okay, darling. It's okay. We're here for you. I can tell you that. This nation, Arana Nation, we're here for you. If you need anything.
I'm still in a lot of physical pain right now. Like,
do you have pain medication?
I do. They gave me a prescription, but I mean, having cracked ribs, it's like, even breathing in, right? It hurts to breathe, like. And now that my knee is screwed up.
Can I ask you one quick question, then I'll let you go. Are you Christian at all, or?
I am. I love the Lord, and I pray.
Can I pray for you, please, on here?
Absolutely, I would love that.
Everybody, bow their heads and let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you to look down and watch over your daughter, Valerieann Foley. She's hurting, dear God. She's hurting. She's been unjustly treated. Father, you know what's going on. Your people are hurting. This country is hurting. This world is hurting. We're hurting. We're hurting. So much injustice, dear God. You see and know all things. We're humble servants of you, and all we ask is for your divine protection. Your will always be done. We're not demanding anything from you. Your will be done. If this is your will, then your will be done, and we'll be obedient servants. But please, it's just all we're asking is that you look out for our sister and your daughter, Valerieann Foley, Joshua Walker, Adam Skelly, and all the other individuals who have been just brutalized and unjustly treated by this China virus New World Order system. You know the truth, dear God. You know, and pray for even the police. Pray for all of them. Pray for our politicians that they open their minds to see what's happening, what they're doing. This is not right. This is not right. We can't live like this much longer. The world is falling apart. Is this the tribulation? If it is, then we know it's your will. But please, please protect us. Ease the pain, and your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Well, I want you to get on with your day. I want you to just try
Thank you. My kids want to go.
Yeah, I want you to smile. Just try to be happy. I'll tell you, this is a win, okay? This is not a loss. This is not something to be embarrassed about. This is a win because people are now seeing how bad. This is not about safety. It's about control. You know, if this was about safety, the guy wouldn't be less than 2 meters to you attacking you like this. It's about control. So smile.
I don't know. Yeah, I said in the video, I was screaming. I was so scared. And I was screaming to him, I'm like, you're so scared of COVID, but yet you're willing to put your hands on me and arrest me. So
and you weren't even sitting near anybody. You were socially distanced from everybody. I didn't see anyone else near you on that train. So it's unnecessary. But I want you to smile, go outside, have fun with your children. It's a beautiful day. Let's hope that 2021 is a revolutionary year.
Yes.
And we wake up, and you have a very good time. Thank you for coming on, man.
God bless.
God bless. This is the Arana Nation. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.